Meliden played their first home game of the season as they entertained Crozzy at the Mine. The visitors tried to push through in the early going with a shot from Alan Davis, but his shot goes wayward. Around 10 minutes later, the Miners earn a corner delivered by Richard Hill towards Gareth Walsh, who just misses in the first of many chances for Meliden. Walsh himself would try and repay the favour to Hill by putting the captain through to shoot, but the effort was just saved by Ashley Daniels, who prevents Kieran Hughes from getting back to the ball. Meliden tried to press through again with a great build-up play from both Hughes and Aaron Boyle, whose attempt was deflected to Hill, who gives a chance to Tom Weir, who hits well on his left foot, but Daniels keeps the ball out once again. One of Crozzy's best chances in the first half began from a Scott Hall throw-in to Daniel Talbot, who heads the ball to Morgan Roberts, who shot brilliantly. However, Richard Hillier-Evans executes a masterful save, the Pink Panther keeping the Miners out of trouble for now. Another beautiful chance for the Miners in the first half began with a brilliant piece of footwork from Boyle, who plays a decent 1-2 with Hill, who puts through Weir, who skips past Aaron Hooper. Weir strikes, but once again Daniels pulls off another decent save and quickly holds onto the ball, as frustration begins to seep in for the Miners. Boyle would try with a shot for himself later on by capitalising on a Crozzy loops ball and shooting from range. Daniels makes a save and another one just before Hill can hit the rebound. It would be the visitors on the front foot as Stanley Farrell puts through Talbot past Walsh and rolls the ball into the net. The visitors 1-0 up after 35 minutes. Near the end of the half, Meliden tried to capitalise on a counter-attack from a Crozzy corner with Hill and Hughes. Hughes delivers the chance to Hill, who scuffed his shot into the path of Weir, who tries to head from close range. But Daniels once again the source of frustration for the Miners as the first half ends. The Miners began the second half strongly with a throw-in from Ryan Portman to Hill, who's triggered a head scramble on the edge of the box before he went to Weir to give the ball to Hughes, who takes aim and fires beautifully past Daniels to bring the Meliden back into the game at 1-1, bewildering the Crozzy defence. Later on, after being gifted the ball by Portman, Kale Kemp attempts a looping shot from range, albeit a bit wide, but Daniels catches it nevertheless. Another chance for Meliden goes begging later on in the 58th minute when Jake Twist from a quick throw-in puts through Weir in open space, but the crossbar denies him once again as a catalogue of chances begin to build up for the Miners in desperation. One miss from a corner by Simon Roberts. One miss from a looping shot by Jack Lloyd-Williams. And another one from Roberts in open space that was saved by Daniels. But the Miners would break through in the 91st minute from a corner from Simon Roberts, which after a defensive error by Crozzy gives the open chance to Harry Taylor, who takes it with no hesitation. Stunning scenes at the Mine as Meliden lead 2-1 over the visitors. Crozzy attempts one last effort from Morgan Roberts, but the shot hits the roof of the net as the referee blows a full-time whistle. The Miners gain their first league win since Llansannan back in April 2025 and their first win in the North Wales Coast East Football League Division 1. After match day 2 in the league, the Miners are third in the table behind leaders Llandudno United and second place Glan Conwy, who we drew on match day 1. Lisfine and former leaders Rutland Town are in 4th and 5th, whilst Brokedu, Henderland and Tywin have all scored points so far in the campaign, with Crozzy, Bluebridge and both Real Rangers and Athletic have yet to get off the mark. Our next match is at home in the second qualifying round of the Welsh Cup against Ceredigion this Saturday at 2 PM, so please join us for that. Once again, thank you very much for your support. Up the Miners!